to speak a bit about the fallout from if you go no contact. This is not to convince you to not use that option, but it is to help you prepare for what's likely to come down the pike if you do. Family systems are very stubborn things. So if you tell your mom you're going no contact, and she most likely is going to try to garner people and get people on her side, and so you're going to have what's known in the vernacular as flying monkeys. So you're going to have her best friend, you're going to have your aunt, you're going to have your grandmother if she's still alive to call you up call you up and what are you doing? Why are you trying to tear the family apart? So you have to be prepared for this. Many times, not always, but many times, husbands, so your dad, husbands of narcissistic women have very passive, enabling husbands. So, and if he's still with her, then he's kind of made the decision to go along to get along. Who knows how ingrained, that is. But many daughters feel so upset and disappointed that they put their foot down with mom, and up to then, dad has agreed with the daughter and say mom's terrible, even gossiped behind mom's back with the daughter, only to find out when the daughter finally puts her foot down, dad's nowhere to be found. He disappears. If anything, he's on the phone telling her, you really need to make up with your mom. She's not that bad. Your mom's really hurting. So he becomes an emissary for her agenda. So you've got that. Then going forward, there's always a wedding. Somebody in the family or extended family or maybe even community gets married. There's a funeral. Somebody's going to die. Do you go to the funeral or not? There's always a baby, so the baby showers and christenings and baptisms, on and on. So you are making, when you cut off and sever completely, you are making a decision for yourself going forward, even if that's to show up and to not speak with your mom. And you can always do that, but it's just important to think about it, that this is the nuclear option. Sometimes it's very much needed. But what you don't want to do is to go no contact and then be taken by surprise that there are all these ramifications. And if you haven't thought about them before, you might be in the position of crawling back, or you're the person that comes that, is pleading with mom. Mom, I didn't mean it. It's just, you don't want to be in that position. It's better to make a little change, expect huge pushback, and be ready for this. Have your support systems in place. So this is my idea. You set the boundary, a boundary that's let's say low emotional for you. It's not the hill you're going to die on. It's not like the be all end all, but it's something that really matters. So say if it's, mom, I'm just going to come for Sunday dinner once a month, let's say. And anytime you make a change, if mom's used to being in charge, she is going to overreact. But this time you're going to expect that. So you make what's a small change to you, right? And then you steel yourself for big pushback, because it's not so much about the change, it's what the change symbolizes. That you're calling the shots for your life, and you're the one in charge, and that you can do it, right? So if the power dynamic has been, she always gets her way, it's always about her, She can always manipulate, bully, plead, and get you to come to her side. What you want to do is make that small change, steel yourself for a big overreaction. Then she's kind of the one that looks ridiculous. Not that you're in it for that, but that's kind of easier to stick to. So if it's, I'm going to just come instead of like every Sunday or every night of the week, it depends. That you can follow through. You also, the change that you want to make, you also want to make sure that it's something that you can follow through, that you can control. It's not asking her to make the change, because then you're at her mercy. So this is a really important aspect of it. You want to set a boundary that you can control. Mom, I'm going to return your phone calls when my life is relaxed, when I have a free moment. That kind of thing. Going to visit my in-laws. We're going to spend the holidays with my in-laws this year. These things that you can control. So, sounds like a little thing to your friends, maybe to other people, but we know it's a big deal in this dynamic. So you make the change, you steel for a huge reaction. It's okay, maybe you won't get a huge reaction, but you steel for it and you stand your ground with something that you actually have control of. Okay. Now you're getting somewhere, hopefully. There's a few ideas of what you can do shy of going no contact.